my gorgeous plant people, welcome back to Reading Mindfully. My name is Ayana, and today I am only choosing one. So let's get into it. Hey guys, so like I said, today we are only choosing one, and this video was inspired by Random Plans. Random Plans does a lot of planner videos, planner organization, and things like that. However, I was watching her video and thought that I could do a plant edition, and so today I wanted to talk about my Anthuriums, and if I could only choose one to keep, which one would it be? So I was getting on my Anthuriums for this video, and I just did not realize I had as many Anthuriums as I do, especially for Anthuriums not being my favorite. I have quite a bit of Anthuriums, and so today I'm just going to go through my Anthuriums, and I'm just going to explain which one I would keep if I was only keep one. And so my first Anthurium is, we have my Anthurium metallicum. Now this is a very beautiful Anthurium. Now I'm not sure if I would pick this Anthurium if I was to only keep one, and not because it's not a beautiful Anthurium, it is a gorgeous one, but I just feel like a lot of plants, especially a lot of some of the plants in my collection have this like elongated kind of heart-shaped leaf kind of look to it, and so it is very beautiful. I love the veining, I love the coloring in this Anthurium, and it has been putting out really nice sized leaves. But like I said, I just have a lot of this heart-shaped leaf, elongated leaf in my collection, so I don't think this would be the Anthurium that I would pick if I were to only choose one. And if you see a little bit of dripping, I did just water my Anthuriums because I realized they were like all thirsty, and so that's what, why it's a little bit of dripping water. And so my second Anthurium is the Anthurium forgetii. I did snap off those two crispy leaves. So it's either crisping or fungus, but I did snap them off instead of cutting them off because I did some research, and it recommended snapping them off so that way you didn't have to get contact with your shears and spread it to other plants. Even if you wipe them off with alcohol, I just found that snapping was a lot easier. And so this is what my forgetii looks like. It actually needs a bigger pot, if you can see that, so I'll have to get this one a bigger pot. But yeah, so this forgetii is very beautiful. It puts out nice shaped leaves like my other one. I like the circular leaf to it. However, if I was to keep only one Anthurium, it would not be my forgetii, and it's not because this one was giving me crispy leaves. The reason why I would not keep this one is because it's always putting out blooms when I'd rather the plant give me leaves, as well as it has this long stem here that I'm going to have to either plant deeper or cover, because you can see that it's very wobbly. So I'll have to take care of this, as well as it just, I don't know, it's a nice plant, but it just doesn't do it for me. I love the hockey puck leaves, but when I pass this plant, it doesn't make me go wow. So without that wow factor, this would not be the plant that I would keep. My third Anthurium is my Anthurium cobra. This is the one that I had a hard time getting to grow at first. Even my mom's is growing right now. As you can see, it is putting out a new leaf here. So I'm very excited for that one. When these get bigger, they do look very beautiful, and so I'm really excited to see how it looks. But as with the other Anthuriums in my collection, if I was to only keep one, this again would not be the one that I would keep. And the reason is because it has a similar growth pattern as like my bird's nest fern, even my Anthurium superbum. It kind of has a growth pattern like that, and I have a couple other ferns that this has the same growth pattern, as well as it has the same growth pattern as my peace lily. So I have other fuller plants that have the same growth pattern as this one, and that look a little bit better than this one and grow a little bit faster. So this would not be the plant that I would keep, although I really do like it and I like the texture on it. These are very thick leaves, and it has a really strange texture to it. It's almost like it's not as rigid or as bumpy as the Monstera Peru, but it has a nice texture. But again, this would not be the one that I would keep if I were to whittle my Anthurium collection down. The next one I'm just going to move over. This is my Anthurium regale. As you guys know, you know my struggle with the regale. I would not keep this one if I was to only have one Anthurium, and the reason is because I've been struggling with this plant ever since I got it. I've had it for about a year, and I've only gotten this baby leaf. This one is the newest leaf. I have an older leaf on the bottom that's like kind of concave, but for a year that's all I have to offer that plant, and for that reason I would not keep that plant. The next one that I have is my Anthurium clarinervium. Now, a lot of you guys might think that this would be the plant that I would keep if I was to keep one Anthurium, and I'll have to say that this would not be the plant that I would keep. Although I really do like this Anthurium, and it has been one of the easier Anthuriums, I would not keep this, and it's because again it has like the typical heart-shaped leaves, although the veining is gorgeous on this plant, and I love the dark like velvety leaves. This would not be the one that I would keep just because it is very similar shape to my other plants, but this is just a gorgeous plant. And yeah, that's just why. Heart-shaped leaves. I don't want all my plants to be heart-shaped leaves. And the one after that, this is my Anthurium pendulifolium, and I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this. It's a belt strap leaf Anthurium. Now this is a very beautiful Anthurium. I love the leaves that I get on it. This wouldn't be one that I would keep, only because it grows slow and it just takes up a whole bunch of space. If I was to have a belt leaf or belt strap Anthurium, I would like the veitchii or the veitchii, but this one just takes up a lot of space for the amount of leaves that I get. They kind of all like spread out, and so this one would probably be better like hanging or on a shelf, just so it doesn't take up that much space. But for that reason I wouldn't keep this one, because it's hard trying to find a place for this one, especially to accommodate how far the petioles come out and how long the leaves get. As you can see, they get really long. So for that reason I wouldn't keep this one, just because it's hard to figure out where I would put this one. And if I were to hang it, I would have to put it in a like a plastic pot, just so the planter wouldn't be too heavy for it to hang and break whatever I'm hanging it off of. But that would be that plant and that reason. See, I don't even have anywhere to put it now. And let's see. This one's definitely dripping. So we have two more Anthuriums, and so the last, it is definitely between these two. I was kind of thinking it would be this one. When I first was thinking of this video, I had this one in mind. This is the one that I thought I was going to keep, because this is just such a beautiful Anthurium. I love the ribbing on this one, and I love that when the plant gets bigger, the leaves are going to get longer. my leaves are starting to get a lot wider, so I also like that as well. I do see some that get really narrow, but I hope mine continue to get wider and longer because I really do like the look of that. But my leaves have just gotten bigger and bigger, and the ridges have gotten, you know, a lot more dense and thick, and I'm just really loving this plant. I love the way it looks. Every time I pass it, my eyes just stop to see how the plant is doing. And this is the one that actually made me want to be better at Anthuriums, because I just wanted it to get nice and big. I want a nice big king Anthurium, and so this was the one that made me want to actually research them and look into the care and get better and make sure I'm up on my watering and things like that. So this was the one I thought I was going to pick. However, it's not, but it's a close second. And the one that I would keep is probably a shocker. My Anthurium is beating up the other ones. So, shocking. And see, I still have the moisture meter in there because I was watering them. The plant that I would keep if I was to keep only one Anthurium is my Anthurium superbum. And you guys, you probably like, what? I know. Because at first when I got this plant, it did nothing. It did not do a darn thing for me. And I think the reason why I didn't do anything was A, I wasn't giving it enough light, and B, I wasn't giving it enough water. And you can see here that this shiny leaf right here is the newest leaf that I've gotten. It is like the biggest leaf on this plant, and the reason why that's happening is because I moved locations for this one and I put it under the grow light, and so this one has really enjoyed that, and it's just popped out this beautiful leaf, and I'm really excited. And I don't know, the reason why I would keep this plant is because it is like my bird's nest fern and other like plants like my peace lily. However, it has this it just has this nice texture, kind of like the Monstera Peru, where it has those deep ridges. And you guys know I'm just like a texture person, but it has this wonderful texture. The leaves come out shiny like my bird's nest fern, and then I get this beautiful blushing of like this chocolate cherry, like chocolatey red color. So it has everything that I love in certain plants. And so it has the texture from my Monstera. It has the ridging from the other Anthurium that I like. It has the shiny and the similar form as my fern and my peace lily, and then it has that beautiful chocolatey color from my Aglaonema chocolate. And so you guys can see why I like this one, because it's all of my plants wrapped up into one plant. And so if I ever had to whittle down my collection, I would pick this one, because I would get the most bang for my buck and the most visual, creative, structurally beautiful plant out of all of my Anthuriums, in my opinion. So that's why, if I only had to pick one, it would be my Anthurium superbum. And yeah, that's why. And so actually that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Now of course it's going to be harder for my other plants if I choose to do another video just going through my different plants, like my philodendrons, my peace lilies, my aglaonemas, my ferns. So let me know if you guys like this kind of video, just me going through my plants and just talking things out, because you never know, one day I might have to get rid of all my plants, or one day I might have to sell them. And this video, these kind of videos will be a nice reference if I ever have to sell them, or if I can only keep a couple plants, if that ever was to happen. Oh, my anxiety. Whew. I think I'm having a hot flash. But yeah, if I ever had to get rid of some plants, this will be some good reference for me to watch. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to see me do this on my other plants in my collection. This is kind of fun actually, just talking through this. But yeah, so let me know in the comment section below if you have any Anthuriums, and if you could only pick one, which one it would be, or what you thought of my selection. Just let me know. But as always, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching my videos, liking and subscribing, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.